Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video we are doing a little video on what I wore for August. I still have September to do, but I think I wore quite a few polishes for the month of August. I had some really beautiful polishes that are going to be on my top faves of the year, but I had even more in September, so I'm really excited to share that video pretty soon with you guys as well. But these are the polishes that I wore for August. A lot of these are the same manis, so we've got a couple of duos and one triple. So let's go ahead and jump right in. If you're new here, hi, my name is Caroline and I love to talk about nail polish. If you don't want to miss out on any of my other polish videos, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below and the little bell for notifications when I upload a new video. So let's go ahead and jump in. The first mani that I wore were these two polishes, one from Girly Bits, one from Lights Lacquer. The Girly Bits is called Sugar Shack and the Lights Lacquer is Skip It. Sugar Shack is this really beautiful purple polish. It's like a periwinkly, blurply shade, and it is chock full of holographic and shifting shimmer. This one is a stunner. I love this color, those blue purples or purple blues, periwinkles, cornflowers. All of those are really a favorite color family of mine, and this one is simply gorgeous. I love the shifts. You see red, orange, green, and gold, and then those flakies are just gorgeous, those hollow flakies. Then as an accent nail, I wore this cream from Lights Lacquer. This is sort of a purpley pink, and it's a really gorgeous cream formula. I really like this type of shade because, again, it sort of blurs the line between two colors, this time pink and purple. And looking at it right now, it's pretty pink, but when you compare it to a fuchsia pink or another shade of pink, you're going to see some purple tones to it. I think that might be like the cool tone that's in there. I'm not sure if that was the best for example, but here we go. Maybe like this type of a pink. So you can see that purple tone to Skip It. And actually, when you compare Skip It to, I think Donna was the other polish that came out in the same collection, and when you saw them separately, they looked both like pinks, but then when you put this one next to Donna, Donna was obviously pinker and Skip It was more purple. So long explanation on that one, but I really like the color of this one, and I thought that it complemented the Girly Bits quite nicely. It sort of accentuated the shimmer that was in there. So that was the first mani. The next one was also a little duo. I wore Orly's Synthetic Symphony, and over a couple of random nails, I decided to do a topper mani. So over top of my Orly, I did Fairy Punch Father by Bee's Knees Lacquer. And this was another really awesome manicure. I really liked how this one turned out. The Synthetic Symphony has definitely been a favorite color of mine that has come out from Orly. In fact, they recently came out, I think this past summer, with another purple that's pretty similar. It's just not quite as bright as this one, at least in the bottle. I think that one was called Crash the Party or something like that, but this is definitely a favorite tone of purple for me. I love how this looks. It's a beautiful formula as always with Orly's, and I really like the brushes and the caps on these. So there's the brush. It is a slightly wide round tipped brush, but it's not super wide. Some of the Sally Hansen's wide brushes are really wide, like when you go to do like your pinky nails or your little toes, the brushes on the Sally Hansen's are a bit much, but this is a good size. And then as an accent, I used the Bee's Knees Lacquer Fairy Punch Father over a few nails, different nails on each hand. And this is a really beautiful purple base. It is a squishy formula, which made it perfect for a topper. And then you have, again, a bunch of shimmer in here, this time from green to blue. There's even some bright pink that's popping up, at least in person. I don't know if that's going to show. Yeah, I think you can sort of see that pink that's starting to highlight towards the edge of the bottle. This is a really gorgeous polish. Because it is a jelly squishy base, it will be sheer on its own, but it is absolutely gorgeous over another color. And of course, if you like the ethereal or vampy look when it is sheer, this looks gorgeous on its own, but I liked it as a topper. We'll see how I end up wearing it again, but look at that shimmer. So, so pretty. So there was those two. The next polish that I wore was a gorgeous holo from Holo Taco. This is called Coral Chaser, and this is a really beautiful orange leaning coral. It is of course chock full of holo. The holo formulas from Holo Taco are very impressive. I really like how they apply, and of course the holo is just dazzling. I love the rainbows that you see on this one. Definitely a beautiful summer shade, but I think this could potentially work for a fall color as well. It's really gorgeous. So that was Holo Taco's Coral Chaser. The next manicure actually has a sibling that I used. I ended up doing a mismatched mani, this color on one hand and the purple on another, but I cannot for the life of me find the purple, and I don't remember what that one was called either, but it is on my Instagram, so if you wanted to see what I paired that with, go ahead and check that out. I'll try to remember to post a picture up here as well, but this was Rogue Lacquer, Where There's a Will, There's a Wave. This came out in the summer advent calendar this past summer. And this is a really beautiful summer blue, and it is loaded with these aqua flakies. This one is a pretty opaque formula, so I think some shorter nail lengths might even get away with just a single coat, but I love the aqua addition in here to that beautiful cream formula. So it's a really fun summer shade. I don't know if it ended up being my favorite. I think I'm used to shades like this being a little bit sheerer so you can see more of the flakies, but it was a gorgeous summer blue. So that was Rogue Lacquer, Where There's a Will, There's a Wave. The next color that I wore was ILNP, and it was In the Clouds. This came in a mystery box, and I was so excited to wear it, so I ended up putting it on almost immediately after unboxing it. And this is a really soft, delicate pink that is full of this beautiful gold shimmer, and there's some holo in here. It was very delicate on the nail. In fact, I didn't really feel on myself anyways, on my skin tone, that it looked very flattering. So unfortunately, this is going to be one of the polishes that I de-stash. I was really excited to wear it, but I just don't think I'll be reaching for it again. But it does have a stunning flash to it, and there's that holo behind it. Really pretty color. Like I said, when I unboxed this, I was really excited about it. It was just gorgeous. But that was ILNP's In the Clouds. And then because I really didn't like how that one looked on me, it didn't end up having much of a punch on my nails. I ended up doing a topper mani a couple of days after I put that on. And I ended up using Emily DeMolly's I Must Confide. So this went on top of the ILNP. And this is a gorgeous large flake shimmer polish. Look how jam-packed this is, full of shifts. You've got green, gold, pink, and aqua. So many colors. This one looked really vampy over that color. I think I did end up using 2 coats of this over it. But the shifts on this were just gorgeous. I mean, look at all the colors. And I love the larger flakes in this one as well, the larger shimmer size. Really pretty. So that was Emily DeMolly's I Must Confide. And I wore that for quite a few days. The next polish that I wore was from Cupcake Polish, and it was the Tiki To My Heart. This is one of those bright pinks that I was really enjoying for summer, and this time you have it in holo with some flakies. You can see this larger pink fleck in there through the holo. Hopefully that's coming across. This was a very nice shade of pink. Ultimately though, I didn't really end up liking it as much as I was enjoying the other pinks, and I can't really pinpoint why. The shade of pink is spot on with the other shades of pink that I was wearing. I think I just prefer this shade of pink in the more deeper saturated color that you get when it's a cream or a jelly with something in it. So I think this one is going to be one that I'm de-stashing. I'm a bit surprised by that because I was really liking this when I hauled it initially, but that's going to be de-stashed. I enjoyed a lot of my other pinks a bit better. So that was Cupcake Polish, the Tiki To My Heart. Beautiful color, just a not for me. The next mani was actually a trio, and I used OPI's Dance Party Teal Dawn, Essence Electric, and then as an accent topper, I used Holo Taco's Flaky Holo Taco. This is another mani that I really enjoyed. This one was a bit of a pleasant surprise because when I initially got it, I wasn't really aware that it was a squishy formula, and it is a bit on the squishy side. I think you can sort of see that here on the wand. It's not quite as creamy as a cream formula would be, and it is pretty squishy on that first coat, so I was a bit worried when I started to apply this because I was not expecting that, but I really ended up enjoying this on the nail. This color was gorgeous. It did end up being a bit more teal on me than this beautiful like aqua green, but I really enjoyed the mani and I really liked it with the other colors that I chose. So that was OPI's Dance Party Teal Dawn. The accent nail that I used was from Essence, and that was Electric. This is that really dark but bright blue. Also somewhat of a squishy formula. And this color did dry a bit darker on the nail as well, but I really liked it, and I really liked how it paired with the OPI. I thought the colors looked really gorgeous together. And then as an accent topper over a few nails, I used Holo Taco's Flaky Holo Taco. And this is a really neat holo topper, and if you look closely, you can see a bunch of different shapes and sizes of particles in here. It's not just a flaky. There's almost like bar glitters and other things that go on in here, which is kind of a surprise, but I really, really liked it. Let's see if I can get some of those bar glitter type things on here. And never mind the staple, that is not a bar glitter. That big silver thing that you're seeing, that's not the bar glitter. It's in there somewhere though. There you go. You can sort of see the larger shapes on the wand, hopefully. But it's very pretty, very sparkly. So this was really fun. I think this is going to look really gorgeous over nearly every single color. Really love this type of finish as well. So I was really happy to have it in a topper so you can add it to whatever polish you want. So that was Holo Taco's Flaky Holo Taco. The next polish is one of my top picks. This is Jen & Barry's Prismatic Spray and Pray, and this came out in the June 2022 Polished Gamers box. This one, you guys, this one is stunning. I loved this on. It is a silver holo base full of micro glitters in a bunch of different colors and shimmer. This one has so much personality on the nail. It is absolutely dazzling. It sparkles. It's got that shift in the shimmer. You have the rainbow flares from that holo. It was beautiful. I mainly got this because I did miss out on Wildflower Lacquers Your Television Will Adjust You that came out in the, I think, Little Box of Horror for the X-Files edition, and I talked myself out of needing that, and I kicked myself ever since, and I thought that this one was a close idea. Instead of flakies, this one has the micro glitter. But in any case, I'm really glad that I did end up getting this because, like I said, it is a top pick for the year. Really, really gorgeous on the nail. So that one was Jen & Barry's Prismatic Spray and Pray. The next one is sort of a surprise wear for me because it is a red. This is Bluebird's Bits a Wonderful Life, but I did end up wearing this and enjoying it. It is a gorgeous red berry shade full of holo. I was really impressed with the formula from Bluebird. I don't think I have too many from them, but this was an absolutely gorgeous one. I really liked the holo on this, and it is a beautiful berry leaning red. The brush on this was also really nice, wide and flat with a little bit of a rounded end. The holo was absolutely spectacular on this. It does make me want to keep my eyes out for more holo from this brand, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful, juicy color. So that was Bluebird Lacquers Bits a Wonderful Life. The next polish was another holo. This is Lavish Polish Morning Dew. This one came out in the spring 2017 collection, and this is a lime green holo. Look at that holo. It is so sparkly, very rainbow. The flare on this was very impressive. Ultimately though, this is another color that I will be destashing. I've come to realize over the past summer that this kind of shade of green I just don't like on myself. I prefer other shades of green to this one. So most of these lime greens are exiting my collection, but I did like the holo on this. I thought that was really, really pretty. So that is our second one. I think that we are officially, no, third. We're destashing that one. Our third polish that we are officially destashing, that is Lavish Polish Morning Dew. And actually, I think we will be destashing the Rogue as well. So that is 4 destashed from August's wares. Okay, the last mani that I wore was this duo here. We have China Glaze's Towel Boy Toy and Colors by Laurel Young Turks. So this was one that I found at the Dollar Tree in the last few months. And I'm actually not sure if this is the official color because when I looked up swatches of this, it was a lot bluer. This is definitely like a bright jungle green with a blue shift. You can see that glow. I really enjoyed this on. I thought it was a stunning summer color. Now, I did make a mistake when pairing it with this in that I had initially planned on having the Colors by Laurel be all on its own, but when I did my mani, I was distracted and I ended up painting this on all my nails, so the Colors by Laurel ended up going over the China Glaze instead of being all on its own. So that wasn't as I intended, but I did like how it ended up turning out. And the hollow on this Colors by Laurel is another gorgeous formula. Really beautiful, bright but dark blue. Very oceany and summer pool. Really gorgeous combo. And I loved how these paired together. So that was China Glaze Towel Boy Toy and Colors by Laurel Young Turks. So there you have it. That was what I wore for the month of August 2022. Let me know down below what you wore for August and if you had any top picks. Also, let me know if you have any polishes that you've been destashing or lately finding that you just don't like on your skin tone. Like I mentioned, lime greens are definitely one of those shades that is on the way out of my collection for the most part. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me and looking at beautiful polish. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in that next one.